Hello YouTube. This is Samuel again with another video. Today we're going to talk about procrastination and how we're going to beat it and what are the ways that we can help coping up with it, like I said, to become more productive and how to achieve more things overall in the future. Okay, so let's start right now. And the first one is understanding the reasons, right? So identifying the triggers. Understand what causes you to procrastinate. Is it failure, perfectionism, or simply feeling overwhelmed? And self-awareness, keep a journal to track when and why you procrastinate. So that's the first step. Okay, identify what is the causing root of your problems and why you're procrastinating. And most of the times you could be feeling overwhelmed, or you're afraid of failing, like I said. For me personally, I most of the times where I procrastinate is because I get overwhelmed with the things that I'm doing. So for example, I set myself up to do like 10 or 20 or 30 things at the same time. And because I think about like doing these things at the same time, and just the idea of doing all of the things at once, and spending all day doing everything, and just imagining myself getting up and doing what I need to do, just by me thinking about the entire process, it's like I get stuck into analysis paralysis, and that causes me to become overwhelmed. And when I become overwhelmed, I end up not doing anything. Okay, so what you need to do is first off identify. So it could be different for you. Maybe you're being a perfectionist. And again, keep a journal to track when and why you procrastinate. So if you find these patterns, it's the first step to deal with it and treat it. Okay. The second step is set clear goals. So you're going to set SMART goals. Set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. And break tasks down. Divide large tasks into smaller, manageable parts. So what you're going to do every time you find yourself into a part of your day where you're starting to feel overwhelmed, because it doesn't happen overnight. Like most of the times when you feel overwhelmed is because you find yourself getting stuck into trying to do everything at the same time, and it's build up. You don't just start overwhelmed. You build up towards being overwhelmed. So before you reach that point where you are being overwhelmed, because you almost feel like you're going to become overwhelmed by doing a certain activity, before you reach into that burnout, quote unquote, zone, you take a step back and you're going to break the tasks down into smaller and manageable goals. So you need to make sure that even though you want to do many things at the same time and you're working hard, you still need to understand that you're human and you're not a machine. And sometimes you're better off doing less, but with more quality, than doing more with less quality. Okay? So be smart. You got to work hard and work smart at the same time. So set specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant time-bound goals. Okay, and another thing that I would add here is make sure you do the hard things first, because you want to make sure you clear off the hardest things of your day, the hardest part of your day first, because when you wake up, and if you do have the time for it, right? If you can put that in your schedule, because when you wake up is where you have the most energy to spend throughout the day. And if the first thing that you do when you wake up is the hardest thing that you're going to do, then the rest of the day you're pretty much like quote unquote free to do whatever you want. Okay, so if you're able to do the hardest things first, then you're better off. Number 3, develop a routine. Actually, now create a predictive environment. Minimize distractions. So find a quiet place to work and remove potential distractions like TV or phone or anything else. In my case, my phone is the biggest distraction. So every time it's like we're addicted. We want to go up and check on Instagram or check some YouTube videos or check the news or whatever, and it's so annoying. You really need to keep an eye on this, because most of the times you are focused on a task or something, but you find yourself all the time checking your phone, and you're not really doing anything. You're not really texting nobody. You're just so addicted to unlocking and locking your phone that you didn't even notice what you're doing. So make sure you're creating a product environment, and organize your space. So keep your workspace clean and organized to help maintain focus. Okay, that helps. Develop a routine. So consistent schedule. Establish a daily routine that includes specific times for work and breaks, which is good. prioritize task, which I just said that. So use techniques like Eisenhower matrix to, I don't even know this technique right here. I'd have to look it up, to prioritize tasks based on urgency or importance. But I would say, like I said, do the hardest things first, and then you do the easier things later. That helps you. Sorry about the part right here. It's just because I didn't write the script. That was ChatGPT. My bad, guys. But yeah, so yeah, use time management techniques. So Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle for 4 times, then take a longer break. That works though, and I do it, but not every time. Okay, sometimes I do like 1 hour long work, and then I take like a 10-minute break, and then I go back and do it again, a 1 hour work. Or sometimes I do like a 2 straight away hour work, and then I take a 30-minute break, and I don't do anything that's annoying. Like I don't think about work. Maybe just go and check up on Instagram and start having fun, see some memes or whatever. You just need to kind of calm your brain and your mind down a little bit. Just go distract yourself, go watch some pranks, or go laugh, go have some fun. Just don't think about work. And then 30 minutes later, you go back to work, and then boom, get back at it. It's going to help you. Stay motivated. Okay, so reward yourself. Give yourself small rewards for completing tasks. So for example, if you can, every time you have a productive day, let's say, I told myself that I was gonna work for like 6 hours, and I ended up working the 6 hours. If you do have some money in your wallet, go buy yourself something. Go buy an ice cream. Go buy something for you, even though it's just small things. Just reward yourself by setting up the goals, and then actually achieving and doing what you say you were going to do. So that's really good. And then visualize the process. So picture the benefits of completing your tasks to stay motivated. So for me, I do feel a lot better when I say I'm going to do something and I end up doing it. And if I say I'm going to do something and I end up not doing it, then I feel like the shittiest person in the world. So I try so hard to be careful with what I want to say, because I know that if I say something and if I don't do it, I'm going to feel like shit for the rest of the day, and it's going to fuck me up. And it's all a mental game. That's all a mental game. If you really master that mental game, then you're probably going to be ahead of most people in the world. Okay? Seek support. Accountability partner. Find someone to hold you accountable for your tasks and deadlines. That's really good. I did all the time as well. Like, for example, I have a friend where, say for example, I want to do a YouTube video and I'm not doing the video, or I'm afraid that I'm gonna slack off or not do this because I don't have time, or maybe something came up, or maybe I'm just not feeling like it, and quote unquote. And I always tell this guy, hey, can you please help me hold myself accountable for my tasks and my deadlines? Can you please call me, ring up the phone and say, hey, did you do a video today? Did you post a video today? Did you do this certain thing today? And essentially that strategy is to help you push yourself. It's like you have something behind you that's pushing you, to do something. And also, if you don't do this, it's going to make you feel ashamed. It's going to make you feel ashamed of yourself. And I know it's kind of crazy and extreme, but it's real. Because if you ask a friend to help you hold yourself accountable to complete your tasks and deadlines, and you end up not doing them, it's not on them, it's on you. And it's gonna make you feel like shit, because you're like, oh my god, I am so dumb, and I'm so much of an incompetent that I'm not even able to do what I set myself to do. And that's gonna kind of give you that feeling, which could be a good feeling if you use it on the right way. If you use it on the right way to grow as a human being and to get out of your comfort zone, then that helps you. Because every time you say, oh, I don't feel like doing this today, or I'm tired, or I don't want to do this task or whatever, you're always gonna have in the back of your mind, yo, if I don't do that shit, my friend's gonna call me, it's gonna hit me up, and I'm gonna have to say the truth. Hey, I didn't do it. Why you didn't do it? Oh, because I'm a loser, I'm a failure. And it's gonna give you that, it's gonna put that guilt onto your heart. So it's almost like you're forcing yourself to fight against your own self. And if you use it on the right way, it's gonna be helpful for you. And ultimately, all of these skills and all of these things, they are to help you to become a better human being. Because if you're trying to change your life and you're really not trying to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and if you're really not trying to master your mind, because essentially you're fighting with your own self. That's why people say you are your worst enemy. Like, no one else is your worst enemy but you. Your mind is always trying to play tricks and games to find you, like it's always trying to convince you not to do something, and you're all in a constant battle, and of which you need to do the things that you set yourself up to do, and your brain's always telling you not to do it, and you have to fight back against it, and you have to find ways to beat it, because if you don't beat it and if you don't end up doing anything, then we know the end. You're never going to accomplish anything of your life if you just lay down and not work and not do anything for your life. So we need it, okay? Another one is practice self-compassion. So be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself over procrastination. Recognize that it's a common challenge and focus on improvement, but that is only to a point, to a certain degree. Okay, you need you need to have self-compassion, but don't be too easy on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to find a balance. Don't be too easy on you, but at the same time, you don't have to absolutely kill yourself to find to finish a certain task. But make sure you put enough pressure to the point that it makes you move. It makes you get out of your comfort zone. And also, like I said, celebrate progress, acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Like I said, go buy an ice cream, go buy a burger, go call your friend, go tell your wife, hey, baby, I did it today, or whatever. I don't know. Just do something that helps you, give you that little spark that you need to wake up the next day and continue pushing through your dreams, even though you're not there yet. Okay? Because chances are, if you push through it every day and you develop a good routine and you never give up, you're probably gonna end up getting there. Okay? And yeah, so there's even this extra here, which is apps you can use: Todoist, Trello, Asana to keep up the track of your tasks. You can even use Notion. I didn't put Notion here, but Notion's good. You can use Focus Wheel, which I don't know. This app I don't know about, but you can use the many apps like Notion, like Todoist, for example, Trello. All these apps, they are good for you if you want, but it's not really necessary. It's just more extra. But if you just focus on these tips right here, and you add them in your daily routine, on your daily basis, and you work towards it every day, because it's a process. It's not something you're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're gonna be predictive, like 100% or 1,000% productive. You're gonna have to fight your procrastination day by day, bit by bit, 1% at a time. But overall, if you do this every day, you're like building a brick. You're like building your house brick by brick, let's put it that way. Over time, you're going to be able to beat procrastination, and you will accomplish whatever you set yourself up to do. Yeah, so I hope this video was insightful in some way. Sorry for stuttering a few times. I'm still getting used to that English thing, but yeah, I hope this video was good. Please subscribe for more. Let's go ahead and work as hard as you can towards our dreams. And I root up for you so much. I hope you can accomplish all of your dreams. And if you need me for anything, I'm here for you. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's fight for our dreams. I'll see you later. Bye.